Today I'm thinking on a challenge I wanted to do for a long time. I'm going to build the cleanest budget gaming setup possible. Now, when most people hear the words budget setup, they instantly picture something cheap, messy, and covered in RGB lights that don't even match. But I want to prove that you don't need to spend thousands of dollars to have a setup that looks absolutely insane. So today I've got a budget of just $300, and with that money I need to build an entire console gaming setup. Alright, this is where we're starting. Just an empty desk in the corner of my room. No console, no monitor. And hopefully about in an hour this is going to become one of the best budget setups you have ever seen. But first I need to gather everything. Before we start building anything, here's the plan. The biggest mistake people make with a cheap setup is trying to copy expensive ones. They buy lots of random accessories to match RGB, nothing actually matches. Instead, I'm keeping this setup super simple. A wooden desk, one monitor, an Xbox One S, one mousepad, some cheap decorations, and a bit of cable management. The goal isn't to build the most powerful setup, it's to build one that looks clean enough that nobody will guess and only costs around $300. Now, to keep this setup inside the budget, I'm going to have to make a few sacrifices. Yeah, I'm stealing a few things from my own setup. Don't worry, I'll put them back later. My initial idea was to use this monitor arm on the setup to give it like a calm look, but unfortunately it doesn't fit among the other desks, so we'll have to come up with something later. So enough bragging, let's actually start building something. Honestly, finding this desk wasn't easy. Most desks under $50 look exactly like you expected, cheap. But after searching for a while, I found this wooden one for under $50, and I think it's going to fit the look perfectly. Next, the monitor. This AOC monitor only cost me around $100. It's not the fastest monitor in the world, but for a budget console setup, it's honestly all you need. Now it was finally time for the heart of the setup, the Xbox One S. I actually bought this one secondhand, which is probably one of the easiest ways to save money in 2026. Most people immediately want the newest console, but if your goal is simply to enjoy games, you can save a huge amount by buying used. And honestly, it still looks great sitting on the desk. Now comes my favorite part, the details, because this is what separates an average setup from one that actually feels premium. First, cable management. Nobody likes seeing cables hanging everywhere. It takes a bit longer, but it's 100% worth it. Next, the keyboard, mouse, mousepad. Then I added a couple of cheap plants, some lighting, a few small accessories, nothing expensive, just enough to make the setup feel alive. This is something I think a lot of people overlook. You don't need expensive decorations, you just need decorations that work well together. Sometimes a $5 plan does more for a setup than a $100 accessory, and after cleaning everything, we were finally ready. But before showing you the final result, I changed the mousepad because I thought it would look better. I took the Xbox really quick over there because I wanted to show you guys like the minimalism like this, you know, it looked really cool, premium. And yeah, you don't always have to have the Xbox or your PC in the table, you can put it like down or wherever you like. Alright, I think it's finally time. Honestly, I'm impressed considering this entire setup came in about $300. I generally think it looks far more expensive. And I think this proves something that a lot of people forget. A clean gaming setup isn't about having the newest console or the most expensive accessories. It's about making smart choices with the budget you have. You don't need the $1,000, you don't need the latest gear, you just need a plan. If I can build something like this for around $300, imagine what you can build. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. If you're new, let me know down below what's the next budget setup I should build. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.